While Jack and Billy argue endlessly about how to deal with Victor, Sally Spectra is secretly worried about Billy's safety. Having had experience dealing with Victor Newman, Sally knows his power and ruthlessness. She knows that challenging him is putting herself in danger. Sally does not want to lose Billy, whom she has begun to develop deep feelings for. However, all her attempts to convince him are brushed aside by Billy. To Billy, his plan is not just a choice, but a mission. He even reveals to Sally that he is looking for new allies to strengthen his plot. This makes Sally even more worried, because she realizes that Billy is going further than he can control. Kyle Abbott, potential factor in the war. Another character drawn into this vortex is Kyle Abbott. As Jack's son, Kyle is constantly struggling between loyalty to his father and personal ambition. Billy sees in Kyle a potential ally, someone who can understand and sympathize with his resentment towards Victor Newman. While Jack is vehemently opposed to Kyle's involvement in any of Billy's schemes, this does not stop Billy from trying to convince his nephew. Kyle may feel tempted by this opportunity, especially since he has his own grievances with Victor. However, Kyle's involvement will not only increase the tension between him and his father, but could also plunge the Abbott family into a deeper crisis. Victor Newman, a rival not to be underestimated. Although he does not directly appear in the debate between Jack and Billy, Victor Newman's shadow looms over them all. Victor is not only a powerful businessman but also someone who is able to grasp the weaknesses of his opponents and turn them into advantages. Billy's moves cannot be hidden from Victor, and there is no guarantee that Victor will not retaliate with more ruthless strategies. If Billy fails, not only will he lose his chance for revenge, but he could also cause unforeseen consequences for the Abbott family. On the other hand, if Billy's plan succeeds, it could upset the entire balance of power in Genoa City. The price of revenge. The battle between Jack and Billy is not just about Victor Newman. It is also a confrontation between reason and emotion, between responsibility and personal pride. Each character has his own reasons for acting, but no one can escape the spiral of choices and consequences. Can Jack stop Billy before things go too far? Will Billy find the allies he needs, or will he face isolation and failure? And most of all, how will Victor Newman respond to these conspiracies? Genoa City once again becomes a battlefield of intrigue and conflict. In a world where every decision has a price, who will win, and who will face the consequences? Stay tuned for more on The Young and the Restless, where intense emotions and unexpected twists never fail to surprise. Each character has a dramatic story to tell. This time, the focus is on Jack Abbott, Billy Abbott, and their revenge plots involving Victor Newman, the Abbott family's arch-nemesis. The decisions, conflicts, and consequences of family relationships will continue to highlight the unique nuances of The Young and the Restless. Jack Abbott is in a difficult situation. As the head of the Abbott family, he understands his responsibility to protect Kyle Abbott and maintain family unity. Although he has made bold moves to deal with Victor Newman, Jack has firmly kept his distance from the concept of revenge. Jack does not see what he is doing as revenge against Victor. For Jack, the biggest goal is to ensure Kyle's safety and future, as well as protect the core values of the Abbott family. However, Jack's recent actions to win over Victor in the Glissade case have sparked controversy. In Billy's eyes, this action only proves that his brother is a hypocrite, someone who tries to hide his revenge under the guise of family honor. Jack, however, remains steadfast. He knows that Billy's revenge plot is not only dangerous but can also lead to unpredictable consequences, especially when their opponent is Victor Newman, a powerful man who is always ready to retaliate. Billy Abbott, determined to avenge his family. In contrast to Jack's calm demeanor, Billy Abbott is seething with negative emotions. He feels deeply betrayed and disappointed when Victor Newman gains control of Chancellor, an event that causes a rift between Billy and his mother, Jill Abbott. Billy believes that Victor has taken advantage of the situation to bring down his family, and now, he feels obligated to fight for the honor of the Abbott family. Although Jack has repeatedly warned him of the dangers of this plan, Billy ignores all advice. In his eyes, failure is not an option. He believes that if he does not respond to Victor, the Abbott family will forever be overwhelmed by the power and ambition of the Newman family. This pushes Billy to embark on a dangerous path, regardless of the possible consequences. While the Abbott brothers are confronting each other about revenge, Sally Spectra has her own worries. Having experienced facing Victor Newman, Sally knows his power and ruthlessness. Sally does not want Billy to fall into danger, especially when she senses the extent of the damage Victor can cause. Despite her fear, Sally still decides to stay by Billy's side. She hopes to prevent him from making mistakes, but Billy does not give Sally a chance to convince her. Instead, he tries to reassure her that he has calculated everything. Billy also reveals the participation of a new person in the society, hinting that this person may play an important role in his plan. Kyle Abbott, potential ally or divisive factor? Billy is looking for allies for his plot, and Kyle Abbott emerges as a potential choice. As Jack's son, Kyle has always been in the middle of the tension between his father and uncle. Although Jack does not agree with Kyle's participation in Billy's plan, this does not stop Billy from trying to convince his nephew. Kyle, with his personal ambitions and latent resentment towards Victor, can be easily persuaded by Billy. However, Kyle's involvement will not only complicate the relationship between him and Jack, but may also cause the Abbott family to fall into a more serious rift. Billy is betting everything on his plan to get revenge on Victor Newman, but the risks are constantly increasing. Victor is not an easy person to deal with. Any move Billy makes can be countered by him, and the damage Victor causes will not only affect Billy, but also threaten the entire Abbott family. The tension between Billy and Jack is also causing the family to lose more and more unity. If Billy fails, not only him but the entire Abbott family may pay a heavy price. Sally and Kyle, who are drawn into this plan, will also face the risk of losing everything, from their reputations to their personal relationships. Although Jack does not agree with Billy's approach, he still does not give up trying to pull his brother away from this dangerous path. He understands that, in order to protect his family, it is important to stand firm and avoid being drawn into the never-ending cycle of revenge. Can Jack change Billy's mind before it is too late? Or will Billy continue on his path and drag those around him into an unequal battle with Victor Newman? The future of the Abbott family is at a major crossroads, and every decision now can have long-term consequences. Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Jack Abbott is walking a fine line between control and chaos as he deals with a series of tense events surrounding his family and his fraught relationship with Victor Newman. Although Jack himself has made some bold moves against Victor, he still refuses to let Billy Abbott follow what he calls a revenge plot. Jack doesn't see what he's doing as true revenge. According to Jack, it's a defensive measure to protect his family and keep the Abbott clan intact. Victor's threat doesn't just affect Jack, but also Kyle Abbott, his son and potential heir to the family. Jack's handling of Victor's glissade dealings may be controversial, but he believes it's necessary. Billy, on the other hand, believes that Jack is conflating me with you, and Billy is not above calling his brother a hypocrite. Billy believes that Jack has acted out of revenge, but is thwarting him when he plans a direct confrontation with Victor. Billy and Jill Abbott's relationship is severely eroded by conflicts involving Victor Newman and the Chancellor's reputation. Victor seems to have won the Chancellor, which is the source of Billy's greatest anger towards Victor. In Billy's mind, opposing Victor is not just for personal gain, but a duty to his family. Although Jack warns Billy that revenge plans will only bring destruction, Billy is stubborn and determined to carry them out. He believes that Victor is only looking to harm the Abbott family, so he cannot sit idly by. Meanwhile, Sally Spectra is also facing her own worries. Sally is familiar with Victor Newman's takedown style. She knows that Victor is a dangerous man who will do anything to achieve his goals. Sally's concern revolves around the possibility of Billy failing, and failing against someone like Victor can only have serious consequences. However, Billy remains firm in his stance. He insists that failure is not an option. He is serious and suggests to Sally that a new member of the council could be a new ally for his plans. Kyle Abbott, although a neutral character, could also become a potential ally in Billy's scheme. However, Jack would not agree if Kyle joined. Billy may seek other allies in this confrontation, with a strong determination to restore justice to the Abbott family in the face of Victor Newman's dominance. Will Billy change the balance in this dangerous game, or will he face serious failure? In the dramatic and intrigue-filled setting of Genoa City, this war is sure to be a long one and the characters will have to deal with the consequences of their every decision.